Our question of the week comes from Christine, and Christine lives in Bloomfield, Michigan. And she said, "Hi, Julie. I want to get some insight on episodes of sleep paralysis I've experienced. I had them on and off as a child. During sleep, I would feel my whole body go rigid. It felt like I was being held down and I couldn't move or speak. Thanks to all the horror movies I watched, I thought this was being caused by something sinister, making it even more scary. The episode stopped for years, but then I had another one last week. This time, my cat was sleeping on my chest, except the feline didn't really look like my cat and was much bigger. This made me wonder whether I was dreaming or awake, because my cat doesn't sleep on my chest at night, only at my feet. At that point, I felt this jolt of energy hit my chest, like I was being electrocuted. Again, I couldn't speak, but somehow managed to say, quote, 'If this is of high vibration, what is your message? If this is of low vibration, leave my presence,' end quote. And then it stopped when I felt my real cat stretch at my feet. Any insight into what on earth is happening to me would be great. Thanks, Christine." And here's my response. Hi, Christine. Thanks for your question. It's one I've been asked several times before. Research shows that over 7% of the general population will experience sleep paralysis at some point in their lives. The literature shows sleep paralysis to be a mixed state of consciousness, combining elements of rapid eye movement, also known as REM sleep, with elements of wakefulness. During REM sleep, we experience a brief loss of muscle control, commonly known as REM atonia. REM atonia prevents us from acting out our dreams, keeping our physical bodies safe and still while we rest. When REM sleep ends and we experience a state of wakefulness, the muscle paralysis caused by REM atonia ends. Anybody ever heard of REM atonia before? I hadn't heard of it until I looked it up. I thought this was really fascinating. I went on to say, during sleep paralysis, however, REM sleep ceases and we wake up while REM atonia is still active. That means our brains are awake while our bodies are not, resulting in a feeling of being paralyzed. Add to this the fear a person experiences sends them into a fight or flight response. This prompts their body to release cortisol, which increases their heart rate, allows panic to set in, and scares them even further. In addition, parasomnia researchers, that's a new vocabulary word for me. I didn't even know there were parasomnia researchers, but they claim this mixed state of consciousness can lead to strange mental and physical imagery in the form of hallucinations lasting from a few seconds to a few minutes, and that can feel like hours. Furthermore, research shows 75% of people who encounter sleep paralysis claim to experience hallucinations different from regular dreams, and 93% of people report feeling extreme fear during or after the episode. In conclusion, no evil or other spirits are at play when you experience sleep paralysis. Rather, there's a physiological phenomenon happening. And remember, all spirits are pure love. So when I researched this and I came up with these different articles, it addressed everything that Christine was talking about, where she felt like it was her cat sleeping on her chest, but it didn't look like her cat. It was some big enlarged thing, and that she felt a jolt and she felt like she couldn't move and her body felt rigid. So that's that whole paralysis, that's that sleep atonia, that REM atonia thing that she was talking about. And I think all of us have watched horror movies and scary movies and we think, okay, it's some evil spirit. But remember, evil spirits have been concocted since the beginning of time to control the masses. Because what's the best way to control masses is with fear. So, you better do what I do or the evil spirits are going to come get you. They don't exist. So all spirits are pure love. Just remember that. That's the big takeaway. That's it for this week. Thanks, Christine.